So as you can see, I finished putting the mesh on. So that's what it looks like with all of the mesh on there. Okay, so next we're going to put the flex tubing on. Oh goodness, thank you if you said bless you. So I ended up having to adjust the flex tubing, and I know my head is, you know, cut off a little bit, but I want you guys to be able to see fully of what I'm doing, so I don't want to cut off any of the workspace here. I adjusted the flex tubing down to 16 inches instead of 20. I tested out a strip and it just looked too big. I just didn't like the way it looked. So you're going to take one pink and one yellow. Okay, line them up. And then I take the ends, okay, and I'm going to take them like this and let them overlap. And you want them to overlap enough, hopefully you can see that. I want them to overlap enough so that when I do pinch them and attach them into the tie, that it's not popping out, because that can happen. So I just very lightly find the center, and then I squeeze this top part up here and bring it down into my bottom two fingers and grab it like that. Okay, now I give it a twist. So I grab it with my right hand, give it a nice twist to kind of tighten it there some more. And then I'm just gonna go into one of the ties, just pick anywhere, and I'm gonna lay this down into the tie. I hope you can see that. And then I'm just going to tighten the tie around it just like we did the mesh, okay? So I'm taking it, the ties already are open. I'm taking it, I'm laying it inside the tie. Push down with a little force before you tighten the tie. Okay, so squeeze it tight and give it 2 or 3 good twists. And I'll show you how that looks. That is the flex tubing in the tie right there. Okay, so you're gonna go around and you're gonna do that to every single tie around the outer edge and the inner ring. Okay, so I'm gonna show you one more time, and then I'll finish the rest off camera, and I will meet you back when I'm finished putting it on. But I'll do one more so you can see. So one pink, one yellow, line them up. Okay, take the ends and you're going to overlap them all together. Okay, just like that. Very lightly find the center and push this top part down into the bottom fingers. And you're going to squeeze that all together. And then I just give the center like a full twist so we have some more stability. Then again, go into the next tie. Actually, I'll go into the inner so you can see. Push it down, holding it where you twisted it. You don't want it to come undone, but it's not the end of the world if it does. You can just redo it. So you're going to tighten that 2 or 3 times, making sure it's nice and secure. And that's what that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the outer and inner ring. and I'll meet you right back here. Just have to pause it. All right, back guys. So I have all of the flex tubing on there, and this is how it turned out. Now, if you wanted to stop here, you are more than welcome to do that. If you like how it looks just like this, go ahead and stop, and you don't have to add anything else. Remember, this is your creation, so it's how you want it to be. But if you would like to add more, keep on watching. So we're gonna attach the sign next. Now I have decided, and I also plugged my glue gun in, so you will need a glue gun as well. You don't need one like this. This is a Surebonder. It is a cordless, and it just sits right on here like that. I believe this came from Hobby Lobby, and of course always use a 40% off coupon if it is not on sale. So, but you don't have to get one this big. You can get a smaller one. You can get one from Walmart, you know, wherever. Or if you have one at home, great. So we're going to attach our sign next. I like to do that before I put any other embellishments on. That way, if I put embellishments on, they don't get covered up by the sign. So I'm going to put this on, and I've decided that because I'm putting the sign on and then the eggs and some flowers, I'm not going to put these bunnies on this. I'll try and use these in something else. Maybe I'll make a centerpiece or something with this. So if we can get this video to 75 likes, I will make another spring DIY. Okay. Something with this. Like I said, maybe we'll do some type of table centerpiece for that. So we're going to attach our sign. I am going to be using a staple gun. You do not have to use a staple gun. That's just what I choose to use. So if you don't have one, that's fine. And you can just attach your pipe cleaners with hot glue or super glue, you know, whichever. So this has little holes. I did cut the tag, and I cut that little twine hanger off because I'm not going to use that. And sometimes I will put the pipe cleaner here if I'm going to be able to hide that with some mesh, but I'm not going to be able to do that this time. So I'm not going to use those holes. I'm going to attach a pipe cleaner back here and down here on the bottom, so in these two places. So you're just going to need 2 pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, and let me get my staple gun. So this is what my staple gun looks like right here. I think this came, I thought this came from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not certain where I got it from. So, and then you would, you know what, Hobby Lobby. Yes, because I remember purchasing these spare staples. Okay, so because this is so thin, if we were to just staple these pipe cleaners onto the back, it's gonna come through to the front. So what I like to do is I just cut some cardboard off of a spare box that I have laying around, or you could use some like rolled up felt or fabric. And I'll just fold it over like onto itself. And I'll do that again. And again, I don't want these staples to go through. So I just kind of fold up the cardboard like that. And then I will lay it here. But first I want to make sure of where I'm going to put my sign. He's just going to go right in the middle. So this will be like what he's going to look like in the center. Now you could put it off to the side if you wanted. That would be okay too. But I'm going to put mine right in the center. So I'm just trying to get the placement right. So I think I'm going to attach it right here between the ears and then just like right down here. Okay, so in these two places. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. All right, so then I just take my pipe cleaner, fold it in half, kind of make a flat, like a U-shaped almost. So I'm gonna put the cardboard, I'm gonna lay it right here, okay? And then I'm gonna lay the pipe cleaner down on top of that. And I will probably have to get up for this. And I'm hoping that this does not end up going through the other side and that it actually attaches, because that would not be good. So you're gonna need some force, so I stand up. So I'll staple it in 2 spots, and then I'll do the other side. And it went through. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that I didn't get the wrong staples last time I was there. So it did go through a little. So you can just pull those staples out with some pliers. And see, stuff like this does happen. So, I mean, don't think like I'm, you know, don't ever make mistakes or something. So, I don't know. I just think those are bigger than the other, these staples are bigger than the other ones that I had. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to think. You know, it's like we want it to attach, but we don't want. So it still went through a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna like really have to get some smaller staples. But for right now, I'm just gonna have to show you like this. So over this, I will put, we'll try something different down here maybe. So I like to put some hot glue over those staples. Okay, and then I'll put some on the side, like on the bottom of the cardboard, and then in front of that. Okay, so that's what that looks like right now. And then once that dries, I'll twist the pipe cleaner. All right, so we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna have to get smaller staples, I think. Those are 1/2 inch. I think I'm gonna have to get 1/4 of an inch. That's what it said to use with this one, but I don't know. So we'll see. So I'm just getting like a better, you know, stability here so I can push this down. It takes a little force. You know, that one was good. So that one did not go through at all. So I think maybe just a little bit thicker cardboard because it didn't go through at all. I can't feel it at all. So, yeah, that was a lot better. But this one up here did go through a little bit. So, that's what that looks like on the back. I'm going to put a little hot glue over those staples and along the top and bottom of the cardboard. So that's going to take a second to dry and then we will attach it. So I've already opened up my eggs. So I'm just going to use a few of each package. Let me get a drink. I'm sorry, my throat's getting dry. So I'll show you how, while that's drying, we'll cut our flowers. Now I've already gone ahead and pushed down the leaves and these little green sprouts because I'm not going to include the leaves in this project. I'll use that for something else, some type of floral arrangement or something like that. So just push down all of the stems and then take your wire cutters. Okay. And I'm not sure about how long, so I'm just going to leave them about a 2-inch stem. Okay. And I'm just going to cut 4 of each color, because I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. But if you want to add the leaves, the greenery in here, by all means go ahead. Okay, so I'm just going to put the flowers off to the side for right now. And I'm going to see. It's a little tacky still. This one's dry. This one's just a tiny bit tacky. So, then you're going to take the ties here and I just cross it and kind of give it like 1 or 2 twists. Okay. Same down here. Cross it and give it like 2 good twists. Okay, so that's what that will look like. We're gonna attach our sign now. Okay, so just find the area that you want to position it. Kind of stand up, look at it, make sure it's centered. And all I'm going to do, because I know this will be a little bit hard to see, so I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing. So I'm just taking the pipe cleaners that we attached on, and I'm just gonna poke it through all the way through the mesh, and I'm gonna go underneath, find the pipe cleaner and grab it through. So then you're gonna pull it through to the other side like this. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, and then just make sure it's wrapped around a bar, and then you're just going to lightly twist that on until you get the top part twisted on. You don't want to like super secure it until you have this on, because it'll start to like push down onto the mesh, and you don't really want that. So you just want to lightly attach it. Okay, so we're gonna poke these through as well. My husband has my son, so he's not like just fussing and nobody's paying attention to him. My husband has him down there. I think he's trying to get him to take a nap, and he's just not having it today. So again, just lightly twist it. And I mean, it doesn't take much, you know, to get it to hold. So you don't want it to move around or up and down. So that's what it looks like with our cute little bunny sign on there. And then you can go ahead, let me show you what the back looks like. So the back, you can see here's our tie that we use to tie the bunny on. So I'm just gonna secure that now a little bit more. A couple more twists. And then you can take your wire cutters. Something always ends up dropping. Take your wire cutters, cut that, and kind of wrap that end around the bar. Okay, so there's our cute bunny. Now we're gonna put our eggs on. I'm just gonna pick this up. My remote fell. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we're just gonna grab some eggs out. Let me move this over. So I don't think I'm gonna use orange. Let's see. What? Got one yellow. All right, so we'll use some yellow, green, blue, and purple of those. And then we have these more speckled ones. So we'll for surely use a yellow, purple. I'll probably use the same. Oh, there's pink in here. All right, so we'll see where we're gonna put them. And one of the, one's missing a little thing here, but we're gonna cut these off anyway. These little tails. I'm not gonna use those. You could use them to attach them on, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so we have all of those cut off. Now what I would like to do, ideally, is I would like to stick them on the the pipe cleaners that we have on there from the ties. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to stick one into the bottom of the egg. And you don't want to just leave it there like that. So I'm going to put, can't really see where it's stuck in, but I'm going to put a little glue just on the bottom of the egg, and then I'm going to stick it onto one of the pipe cleaners on here, and then fold the other part of the pipe cleaner down. Just like that. See the egg in there? Okay. And just alternate them around. I mean, you don't have to stick them on there. You could, you know, just stick some onto the mesh. Just glue it right on here. That would be fine too. And you don't have to do it on every tie. You can do every other tie, or you can really just alternate it around. I'll show you how it's looking. You can see the little eggs in there. And this is, you know, it's just a really simple, easy craft to do. You know, if you want to decorate your home, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I don't know if I use this one yet. This is definitely a great way to do that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing every other tie. I'm gluing one in. And then just pushing it onto one of the ties, one of the sides of the pipe cleaner, and then the other side I'm just folding down into there. And we're almost done. So all right, so we're done with the outer part. Hopefully you can see those cute little eggs. See how it's turning out. Now I'm going to move to the inner, and then we'll put our flowers on and we'll be all done. All right, let's see. do this green. And then the other pipe cleaners you can just cut off with your wire cutters, or you can bend them down into each other. Oh, I wasn't put that one there, but there's already one there. Put a yellow one right here. Sorry about that. My son is just not happy. You know, he's tired, but oh, and see, one popped out here. I told you that can happen. It's not secured in there enough. All right, let me take a look at this. Alright, so I think I'm done with the eggs. I'm going to cut some of these off and try just folding some of them in. Alright, so we're going to add these flowers and then we'll be all done. You can make something cute and it doesn't have to take very long at all. Alright. So all of the eggs are on there now. So if you don't want to put flowers on there, you don't have to. You could stop right here. You could put those bunnies on there still if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like this and then just the flowers. So I'm just going to randomly place these flowers. I'm going to cut them down just a tad. So we're just going to put these flowers on and then we're all done. So just put a little glue on the end and just pop the flower right in there. And just randomly place the flowers. You don't have to put them in any particular order or way. So guys, tell me what is your favorite holiday to decorate for? Is it Easter? Is it just a season? You know, tell me down in the comments below, what's your favorite to decorate for? Mine, so my favorite holiday to decorate for, I would say, okay, if I'm going to say holiday, I would probably say Christmas to decorate for. I really like the fall season though. That's probably my favorite season. Let's see, I'm gonna put these. I think I'm gonna have to cut the rest of those flowers. Hot glue burn. Alright, we just have a couple more spots, so I'm just going to cut the rest of these flowers. We just have 2 other little buds on here. And like I said, I will save these though, and I will use these for something else. Okay. Let me see where I want to put this. Put this one right here. Nestled by that little egg. And I will show you guys how it's looking. Just give me 1 second. I think we're just going to add one more. I don't think we're going to end up adding this last one. Alright, so we are all done. Let me turn it around here so you guys can see the finished product. I think it turned out super cute. Look at that. See, now you guys definitely can do this too, and I hope this inspired you guys to, you know, do some crafting with your kids, or just something to relax you. You could even do this in front, watching TV, like in front of the TV table, or a little card table, coffee table. So, and I mean, this says spring, so you could leave this out all spring. Just because it has eggs on it, it wouldn't bother me. So this is what it turned out as. Now, if you want this to be just Easter, go ahead and just put an Easter sign. Or you don't have to put a sign. Remember, this is your creation. So, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you haven't. And remember, if we can get this to 75 likes, I will do another spring/Easter DIY. It will probably be a table centerpiece. So hopefully we can get it to that, and then be on the lookout for that. I just got my son's Carter's order that came in the mail today, so I will be doing that video hopefully later today, the haul on that. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.